Hello, myself Sunil Ramusha here. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is future creation. In future creation, one of the person told that one example. One of the person told the example is the satellite group basically told that we can't afford the expense of India. Basically, you have to basically give few countries, few states basically. So, which state basically they are going to give basically? So the this basically only the political people can do this basically. So political people started basically doing the manipulation basically. List of states in India. So this is that states basically. So see basically. Or basically we can do one thing. Because one of the person told that basically we can't afford your expense Sunil Ramakrishna. So satellite group told that basically भाई तुम्हारा खर्चा हम expect we can't afford your India basically. One of the person from satellite told that basically. So political people started doing the analysis basically which state basically they can give to the satellite group basically. So see basically which state might be. So state basically. So satellite group basically started comparing the each and every states. So first of all he told that basically Andhra Pradesh. So he told that basically no Andhra Pradesh basically we can't finish here basically. The reason in Andhra Pradesh basically lots of oils are getting produced basically of coconut oil and many items basically are getting produced basically and that is basically generated the permanent blood cells also basically and if that will end basically then it might possible that it will affect the mathematics blood cells basically and if it will affect the mathematics blood cells then basically the chartered accountant group basically are going to in trouble basically then how they are going to calculate the each and every accounts basically then they told that basically we can't afford. So he told that basically we can't afford. Then one of the person told that basically we will do one thing, we will finish the entire education sector basically. Then what basically? Education sector means the Kashmir group basically has already done basically. But then basically one of the person told that who actually created the education sector basically. He told that basically sorry basically we can't afford. This is actually debate ongoing between political group and the group basically who are into the blood cells creation. They basically told that sorry basically we can't afford the Andhra Pradesh basically because Andhra Pradesh is producing the blood cells basically. That also mathematics blood cells. Then he told that we can't afford basically. So he basically dropped the Andhra Pradesh. Then basically he told that basically Arunachal Pradesh basically. Then Arunachal Pradesh because each and every states has created and on the that way basically that if this is so basically one of the person told that see the creation basically if and in future basically the group who's created the states basically they know that basically in future the states might get end also basically so they have done plan according to that basically. So he told that basically permanent blood cells basically has created of the Andhra Pradesh so we can't basically afford that. So that basically the Arunachal Pradesh basically Andhra Pradesh basically can't afford this basically. So Andhra Pradesh basically we can't finish. So this is just example taking basically. In really basically the utility basically they have given might be totally different basically. Then basically he told that Arunachal Pradesh basically. So Arunachal Pradesh basically that basically they can't afford basically because all the cottons all the things basically cotton items and that cotton basically is one blood cells basically that also very powerful blood cells basically that basically is produce that is basically is getting sent to many countries basically, and that has generated many powerful blood cells basically. That has generated many powerful blood cells basically. The people who don't drink basically, they basically use the Arunachal Pradesh cotton items basically. For example, in America basically, you can just imagine basically in America how many which kind of ice basically they ice tsunami basically sometime happens. So that basically they basically gets item from Arunachal Pradesh basically, and that also big level investment basically has done in the USA also basically. That means if you can say that the GDP of the India basically, for example, the India is earning around uh, 20 lakh crore basically, 20 lakh crore basically. So in 20 lakh crore basically, 90,000 crore basically might be given, 90,000 basically crore might be earning by the Arunachal Pradesh basically. So Arunachal Pradesh basically they can't afford. Then basically he told that Assam. Then he told that basically Assam basically how we, so he basically started doing the calculation. Assam basically what actually Assam manufacturing what? So they told that basically they are basically having big level of industries basically. Then basically top manufacturing companies basically are there. Then basically he told that Bihar basically. Then Bihar is also same basically. There are lots of IITs, IIM basically are there. And education sector is very powerful of Bihar basically. So if we will finish the Bihar, then basically it will create problem basically. So one of the person told that basically the people who basically are into the um, education side basically, they mostly basically have left their states basically. For example, Bihar basically. So in Bihar basically lots of people basically say that lots of Bihari people basically are left the Bihar. They are basically either settled in the Singapore or basically are settled in the America or basically are they are settled in the Europe basically, or they are settled in the Bangalore, or they are basically settled in the Mumbai, or basically they are settled in the Pune, any states basically. And most of people with the IT people basically who are basically into the IT industry, they are basically all are most of people basically, that is a 20 or basically we can say 35 percentage people basically are from Bihar basically. For example, in IT industry there are around 1 crore people basically. So more than 35 lakh basically people basically are from Bihar basically. So that basically we can't afford. So like this basically each and every states basically the political people basically started doing the manipulation basically. Chhattisgarh we can't afford because it is also part of the Bihar basically. And lots of people basically say that basically Chhattisgarh we can't afford basically because yeah, Chhattisgarh basically contains lots of big people basically. Goa also basically if they can't afford because in Goa basically they are doing the big level of liquor business basically, that is the sharab, wine, beer, rum. This all business basically are done by the Goa people basically, and they are basically the biggest manufacturer of the wine, rum, everything basically beers. They basically that this basically can't be afford basically. So they basically tell that basically they this is also basically like that the GDP of the India basically is connected with Goa also, Gujarat also basically they can't afford because Gujarat also we see basically in next video basically